Hi everyone, this is your Tampa Bay Realtor Lance Mohr, and in this video I'm going to go over some new home construction tips. Now these tips are really designed before you write the purchase contract, before you lock in and sign away your life on the purchase contract. So the tips I want to give you are 4 basic tips that you need to know about and think about before you write a purchase contract. And the first is the price. Now obviously this is easy. You go out to the builder, you pick a floor plan you like, and you look at the price. And the price is what the price is. The second is the lot. How much is the lot going to be? Now certainly if you go to a builder, they're going to have premium lot prices. Some of them are going to be really high, some of them are going to be average, or going to be all over the board. And they really depend on the size of the lot and the orientation. So let me give you an example. Say you're on a 60-foot lot and the lot's 60 feet from front to back, and it's backing up to a busy road. Now certainly this is going to be a lot less expensive than say a pie-shaped lot where it's really big in the backyard, or maybe even a lot that has conservation or pond, or let's say it's a big pie-shaped lot and it has a pond and then conservation. That's going to be much more expensive. So you need to know what that is. So you want to take what the price is, you want to take what the lot premium is, and the third is the construction cost. Now when I say construction cost, when you go out to a builder and you look, they're going to have certain things that you can do and certain things that you can't do. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a 4-bedroom home and they give you the option. They say, well, you could get it as a 4-bedroom, or if you want, we could remove the closet and we could put French doors in and make it a den. If you want that option, it's $1,600. Or let's say you have a big, huge family room, or a lot of people call them great rooms, and you want to have an outlet in the center of the great room. That way you don't have to run your lamp across and plug it in. You could just plug it in right there. Maybe another might be the home comes leading out to the lanai in the backyard with a 12-foot slider, and they might give you the option of doing a 16-foot slider or a 20-foot slider. So these are all things they're going to have to know. Construction things they're going to have to know before they turn it into permitting. Now the fourth is a little tricky, because the fourth is the design center. And I know when people are buying a home, it's a little odd. It's almost like the cart is pulling the horse. In other words, you have to go out and you pick the floor plan you like, so you know the price. You're gonna know what the different lot premiums are. You're gonna pick your lot, you're gonna go with that, and then you're gonna do the construction and you're gonna know that. Then you sign the contract. Then all of a sudden you have to go into the design center and you're like, wow, this isn't what I was expecting, because a lot of these design centers from builders, there's a lot of markup. Some areas are a little markup, other areas of the home and other things in the home are a pretty darn big markup. So they're all over the board. So what I always try to do with my buyers when we're going out is, let's say we're looking at the model home and they really like the model home. Well, of course the model's going to be dressed up to the nines and it's going to have furniture in it, and it's going to look gorgeous. What I'll do is I'll try to find another home that's completed the same as they like, the same as the model, so they could see it unfurnished. And then if that home has a ton of upgrades in it, then what we'll try to do is find a home, another home, or really any home that doesn't have a lot of upgrades. I'll walk through with my buyers, I'll walk through with the builder representative, and we'll get an idea of what is upgraded and what isn't. So you want to try to find as basic as you can. Now everybody's going to have a certain amount of upgrades in the home, is understandable. But let's say you walk out and you're looking at a home and you see it and you say, well, these are nice countertops. What are these? And they say, well, those are a level 4 quartz. And you're going to say, well, about how much is it on the home? And they're going to be able to give you a good idea of how much that will be. Now they all have a printout. It's an upgrade printout. It could be anywhere from 70 pages to, I've seen them up to almost 300 pages of everything in the home. But the problem is when you get these, you're going to see, and it might say, example, kitchen, countertops, standard, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. And you're not going to know what any of those mean. So what you want to do is you want to ask the builder rep and say, hey, do you have any open days that buyers could preview your design center? And a lot of builders will, not all of them, but they might say, yes, if you come in Wednesday, it's going to be open for an open preview from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And then what you do is you get that sheet, you take it home. It might be on a PDF and you might have to print all these out, but you'll look at it and you'll start getting an idea, and you want to say, okay, well, we don't need anything that really looks like the Taj Mahal, but we don't really want it basic. So maybe we're going to go with tile flooring and do a 3rd level upgrade. And we're going to do kitchen cabinets. We'll probably want a 3rd level upgrade. We're thinking maybe a 2nd level upgrade on the countertops. And the 2 areas you want to concentrate the most on, the 2 areas that people spend the most money on, one is obvious, it's kitchen. The second is flooring. So you want to pay attention to those. You want to take this into the Open Design Center, take a look at it, and you could go over and say, okay, well, these are the different packages for the countertops. And then you look at the sheet and figure out how much it is, and you might say, well, no, a level 2's, we should go with a level 3. It's much nicer. Maybe you look at a level 3 cabinetry and you say, no, we're good with a level 2. And this is going to give you a good idea. And then you'll have a really good idea of how much the home's going to cost. Now, there's going to be other things that you're just not going to have time to decide when you're in the open appointment, because you might only get 3 hours in there, 4 hours, where your design center, you may be getting 8 hours, just depending on the builder and depending on what they have to offer. But it will give you a real good idea. So now at the end, you're going to know what the price is for the home, what your lot premium that you want for the home is, what are the construction costs that you're going to be doing for the home, and you're going to want to go into the design center and get an idea of how much you're going to spend in design. Now, there's going to be other things that you're not going to probably think about, but you really want to concentrate on the kitchen and the flooring. Obviously, if other rooms are very important to you, like the master bathroom area, or you want designer closet cabinetry, then you want to look at that as well. So I always try to make sure I see as many homes as possible with my buyer and the sales rep to give them a really good idea what they're spending, because the last thing I want to do is have them go into the design center after they write the purchase contract and they just completely spend too much money. Now, as a general rule of thumb, most people are going to spend around 10% in the design center. Now, if you go out and you spend 15% and you're getting a loan, you have to be careful. It may not appraise. If you're spending 20% of the purchase price of the home in the design center, it's almost guaranteed not to appraise. I mean, there's a lot of variables, but I'm just letting you know. And keep in mind, if you overshoot it, the builder's going to expect you to bring the difference into closing. And there are people that go out there and put too much money into the home in the design center, and the people in the design center who are helping you, that are consulting you, they don't know how much money you have. So you have to be careful of this, and you don't spend too much, because the builder isn't going to be too happy if you spend too much and then go back to them and want them to lower the price. They're probably just going to boot you from the contract. And I'm not going to speak for every builder, but just keep this in mind. Now, I feel it's really important for anybody who's buying a new home, no matter where you live, get a real estate agent to represent you. Get someone who knows what the heck they're doing with new construction. It's not going to cost you any money, and they could really help you walk through the process and give you some good tips, some good ideas on everything. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, I would love to help you. If you're in another area, another state, and you need me to hook you up with someone who knows new construction, I'd be more than happy to do that. Just reach out to me. I hope this video helps, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck.